everybody, and welcome to Sparks in the Kitchen. I'm Rosmartha Sparkle, and this is my kitchen. Today we're going to make garbanzo bean and cucumber salad, which in my family we call it ogre salad because it's not pretty, but it sure is delicious. Here's our list of ingredients. We are going to start with some chickpeas, which have been leached, which means they've been boiled for 10 minutes. This is 2 cups of prepared Israeli couscous. Israeli couscous is really easy. 1 1/4 cups of water, 1 cup of Israeli couscous. Boil it until the water goes away, and bang, it's done. A little bit of salt. This is 2 ounces of feta cheese. On our plate here, we have 1 beautiful American cucumber. We have about 1/4 cup of We have about 1/4 cup of onion that jumped right out of my hands. You saw it try to escape. You saw it. We also have a shallot, which I'm going to hold on to very tightly. We have parsley and cilantro. We have green onion, which when I get it sliced is going to be about 1/2 cup. We're going to use a tangerine, but not the whole tangerine. We will peel the tangerine. And we're also going to use this here lemon. We've also made some Italian dressing. This is homemade Italian dressing. You can use a brand that you like, or if you would like to make some homemade, it's 1/2 olive oil, 1/4 red wine vinegar, 1/4 apple cider vinegar, any size you want, so long as the ratio was the same. I used Italian seasoning, a little spot of mustard, and then I cut up a clove of garlic, nice big chunks in there, put a little salt. That's it. That's Italian dressing. But again, you could use whatever variety you like. Okay, let's get started. This is a spoon salad, so nothing is going to be very delicately chopped. It all needs to be about the same size. And we're just going to use this bowl to start with. So I'm going to go ahead and put my chickpeas. Magic spoon. And it really will loosen up. My Israeli couscous. Together. And I'm going to give it a little squirt of this here dressing to start with, just to loosen up the couscous. Again, if you're doing this straight out of the chute, you don't have to do this. Your couscous won't stick together. Mine did because I prepared it. But this is why we call it ogre salad. So we're going to set this right here. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to get this here cucumber prepared. Knife, camera, action. This is an American cucumber, so please remember it is a little bit waterier than most others, so you want to take the seeds out when you're using this. Of course, if you have CKD, please remember to peel your cucumbers. It is better for you overall. If you don't have to peel them at all. You can make decorative little whatevers or just leave the skin on. To seed a cucumber, you just take a spoon in the seeding area and just scrape it down. Just pull the seeds out. Make sure you don't take a lot of the flesh out. I'm going to cut these about the same size as my chickpeas. So I've got them cut in half, and then I'll cut them in quarters. About so big. Oh, you know what I'm missing? The life-changing bench scraper. Everybody should have one. Why a bench scraper? Because scraping your knife on a cutting board is not necessarily good for the cutting board or the knife. The knife will take it better than the cutting board, I promise. A lovely and a wonderful. Right. Next, we're going to try to cut up this here onion that decided it wanted to jump out of my hand and run for its life. It was very entertaining to watch. I hope I never see it again. And this one I'm actually doing really very thin. Nope, I'm not making them beautiful. After I did all that beautiful slicing, I'm just kind of cutting it up a little smaller. I don't want to have big chunks, but I like onion. I like it a lot. I want to feel it. I want to know it's there. That's just a Frostmirtha Sparkle thing. That doesn't have to be a you thing. That's kind of a lot of a quarter of a cup of onion. That's more like half a cup. That's okay. Shallots, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm actually going to cut them kind of small. Nobody likes a big chunk of shallot. And I mean nobody. And just like the onion, I want it thin, but I don't necessarily want regular size pieces. I want to feel a little bit of texture in there. All right. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to chop up some spring onions, scallions, green onions, whatever you guys like to call them. It's all good. If you chose to omit the shallot or the red onion or the green onion, or you just wanted to use all white onion, you can do whatever you like. I just happen to have a collection of onions. I use onions all the time, so I always have a variety. But please feel free to mix and match, or don't match at all. Use all one type. It's fine. It's your salad. That's just you cooking. So saith Chef John, praise be unto him. Da, 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 da. So much onion. All right, next ingredient we're going to use is I have some cilantro. I have about a quarter of a cup, or at least it will be about a quarter of a cup when it's chopped. Yep, I did trim the stems, and I'm leaving them on. I use the stems of my cilantro and I use the stems of my parsley. There's nothing wrong with them. If they're really woody, then I won't. You know, if it's a big thick stem, then absolutely not. But if it's not woody, then it's nice and tender. It has a lot of flavor. It has the same nutrition as the leaves. It's just not a leaf. It's just a little stem. And we're using a lot of green in here. We're using a lot of parsley, a lot of cilantro in here because it's just, that is the fresh of the salad. The couscous and the garbanzo beans, that's bulk, but this is the fresh. And of course the onion is just because I like onions. Some other things that you could use if you don't like onions or you can't eat onions for one reason or another, go ahead and use some bell pepper. Red bell pepper works absolutely wonderful. Jicama works in this as well. I can't eat jicama, but back in the day when I could eat jicama, it worked really, really well. So, you know, feel free to kind of play with these a little bit. This is parsley, and I'm using a lot of parsley. The reality of parsley is a little bit higher in potassium than cilantro. But a lot of people have trouble eating cilantro. It tastes soapy. So you can substitute as much as you want. Just remember that parsley does have a little bit more potassium in it than cilantro. I can't remember off the top of my head which one it is. Onion skin. Okay, for this tangerine, a lot of people would just cut the peel off so that it takes the white pith off. I'm not that picky. If you want to do that, you can. I'm just not that person. Woo! And I just dropped all over the floor. Some people peel their oranges or their tangerines before they slice it because they want to slice off this white pith. You know what? It doesn't bother me. It's fine. But I do kind of separate it into half, and then I just kind of munch these up a little bit. Kind of small. I have tried to make this salad without a tangerine or a little bit of orange in it, and it's just not the same. It's just not as good. I don't know what it is that the citrus adds, but it adds, yeah, that. And the last thing we're going to add is the juice of a lemon. Nope, it's not the last thing we're going to add. It's the third to the last thing we're going to add. This is just the last piece of produce.
The last produce.
And I'm going to go ahead and put the juice of a lemon in here. We're going to put in our 2 ounces of cheese, feta cheese. This is nice block feta cheese, fresh feta. Well, as fresh as feta can get when you buy it from a package and not pre-crumbled. And then, of course, we're going to put in, you know what? It really depends upon your taste, how you feel about oil and vinegar dressing or how you feel about the taste of vinegar. You want to put in enough to moisten the salad. If you want a little bit more, then add a little bit more. If you want a little bit less, add a little bit less. I'm going to put in about 4 tablespoons. And let's munch this up. Let's see if I can spill it all over the counter. I'd be so proud of myself if I do. Then I can have a tossed salad, which I will toss all over the floor. Couscous, for those of you who are not familiar with it, couscous is actually a pasta. It is not a grain. Usually you see couscous in it, and it's very fine. It looks like a grain because it's so powder fine, but you can get it in many different sizes. And I am using large pearl Israeli couscous because I like the texture. If you don't want to use couscous, you can use rice. You can use orzo, which is also a type of pasta. You can use little fideo spaghettis. They're actually called fideo. You could use macaroni. You can use whatever you like. You just kind of want to have that bread in there along with the bean. This is a complete meal. So you can eat it as a complete meal. You can eat it as a side if you choose. I love this salad. I will love it in about half an hour when it flavor melds. I will love it more tomorrow when it is absolutely all married together and fantabulous. And I do eat this as a meal. So let's taste this so we can adjust our seasonings. That's actually really, really good, but I'm going to put in just a trickle bit more of salt. I didn't salt it to begin with because I had made the dressing and also because the feta cheese is salty. So don't want to put too much in there. But again, you salt and pepper to you. You do you. Let's give this a taste and see what we're doing. Ooh, that's pretty wonderful. Nice and crunchy. Again, you can eat this right now. If you let it chill for about 30 minutes, it's going to be amazing. And tomorrow it's going to be so sparkly. So this is my recipe for, it's actually garbanzo bean and cucumber salad, but we call it ogre skin salad in my family. I hope you give this recipe a try. It is wonderful for a summer's day. Again, you can serve this as a side. You can serve this as a meal. I love it so much I eat it for breakfast. But I hope you try it. If this recipe will be posted on the description of this video, I will also have it up on my website. Please subscribe, give a thumbs up. Please remember to hit that bell so you know when new videos are posted. Also, please visit my website at www.sparksinthekitchen.com. Thank you so much, everybody. Have a great day and keep being groovy. Cutting boards. Cutting boards. Knife.
Ready for your close-up?
My close-up. I am good at this part, though. Yeah. Huh?
CP? You good?
Okay. I still have lipstick on?
Yes.
Am I beautiful?
Yes.
Okay. I probably could use a second spoon. That's probably a really good idea. It's a me thing, not a you thing. I got green on my teeth. Green teeth is... Oh, gross. That was actually pretty nasty.
That's a parody the world doesn't need.
No, the world never... Do not let that moose on the internet. Ah!